Hi everyone, today's episode is courtesy of a mess up by me. I kept all of the files that people sent me on one storage device. Some of you may have heard me talk about this recently as well. And this storage device failed. Luckily, one of my sons, who's a little bit more than a computer whiz, was able to recover these files, but these files came back not in their original folders or with their original names. They were absolutely random. So I've had to go through 3,500 clips. But because of this, I've now been able to categorize them a lot better. And we've got some new series coming up. Well, it's still going to be driving fails, but we're going to have special episodes concentrating on one topic. And today's is all about overtaking. Obviously, impatience is usually the emotional trigger to poor overtaking, and this one's awful. They couldn't be behind a learner car and they put the cyclist in big danger. Please rate your worst 3 overtakes in the comments. The speed was obviously a massive factor in that overtake. You probably missed the 40 miles an hour speed limit sign just as the motorcycle was overtaking, and we've just gone past another one. The low sun in the sky also increased the risk on this one. A nice spot and save by my viewer. They were definitely ready for it. Doing the correct thing and sticking to the speed limits can often induce poor overtakes. It's what I see in a driving school vehicle all the time.
This out. It feels like it's really urgent and important, and we need to know this now, and we need to find the answers immediately today, but that's not.
Today's car vertical integration does fit in perfectly with today's episode, overtaking. The car vertical report on this Mercedes shows a heavy front impact, possibly overtaking someone and then maybe not seeing something coming the other way. As with a number of these car vertical reports, there are 2 sets of pictures. The first set of pictures is from 2019 when the car was damaged, and it does look a really heavy front end impact. But the second set from 2021 show that the vehicle has been repaired, and it looks as though it's been repaired to a decent standard. Running a car vertical report on a vehicle that you're thinking of purchasing could show its hidden history, and if you just turned up and saw this Mercedes at a garage, it probably wouldn't put you off. But the car vertical report shows there's an issue with theft as well. It's currently listed as stolen. Seeing this information on this report, alarm bells should be ringing. You need to dig a little further and find out whether this vehicle is still missing before you part with your hard-earned money. But that's not all that car vertical reports show up. They show up MOT history, the number of previous owners, and whether there's been mileage fraud. But they're constantly updating the service and adding new features. And now the reports even show your vehicle that you're looking at's NCAT rating. As always, use the code Ashley or check out the links in the description and you can save yourself 20% on checking your next car out. Thanks, Car Vertical. Let's have a look at an overtake from one of my viewers. This is a 50 limit and the traffic's travelling quite slowly. Now watch the police van from the opposite direction put the blue lights on. They also gesture to my viewer. That's a slowing down arm signal. I wouldn't have ever bothered overtaking like that. However, was it too bad? I'll let you be the judge. This looks like the Netherlands. What was this overtake like?
The flame scar plateau is Sigmar's land. Death to the host duplicitous, and death to the eye that's seen. A moment ago he had been terrified. Now...
Quite often overtakes aren't worth it, so you put yourself and all other road users at higher risk for nothing. Remember, it's not the similar vehicle in front. But look how much further it actually got the vehicle that did overtake. All that to get past that learner driver again. What's your thoughts on this overtake from the oncoming car? Always expect motorcyclists to overtake dangerously, so you can help keep them alive. There's no rear footage, but we don't need it in this clip. We can hear the impatience from behind.
That should be fun, hanging out with the in-laws.
All for sticking to the speed limit again. In this clip we do have some rear footage, and the driver behind's tailgating. And again, my viewers sticking to the speed limit. If you watch closely people's actions who are following, nothing like this will ever catch you out. Just let them go. Because most of the time you're going to catch them up at the next set of lights. This overtake comes from the far distance. Just be conscious of the speeds involved if this was to turn into a collision.
For in practice, the shift in the focus of monetary policy meant that interest rates would swing wild. Bond prices move inversely, lockstep.
The first thing that went through my mind when I watched this clip was, what if a kid stepped out from behind one of these parked cars on the right? Watch the vehicle up ahead, the one following the lorry. Do you think they could see far enough when they started this overtake?
Why is that car overtaking?
Because he's an idiot.
There's a blind corner.
How dangerous an overtake was that? The Netherlands, where cyclists are always looked after. Well, not really. I thought my viewer increased speed then, and also, why was the lorry driver trying to bully his way out? No one gets any credit in this clip, and I think there was a little afters. Some more people getting impatient because my viewer's doing the 20 miles an hour limit, but this is one of my pet hates, overtaking approaching pedestrian crossings. This could have been dangerous if this pedestrian on the left had started to cross. This is another great feature of VFO cameras. You can have this aspect ratio. You don't waste any of the camera resolution looking up at the sky or too much on the floor. Links are in the description as normal, and use the code Ashley to save yourself a further 5%. Solid lines mean no crossing or overtaking, and that was dangerous. Another overtake crossing solid lines. Really dangerous. A quick warning, there is a little bit of swearing coming up if you need to mute the clip. I had to leave it in though.
Solid white lines, you absolute fucking dildo. Fuck me, there's a fucking motorbike coming, you prick.
To finish, we're going to have a little bit of karma. But don't forget to rate your worst 3 overtakes in the comments.
overtaking all of us on a bend. What the hell? Oh, that's it, right next to the police car. Haha! Loser. That's hilarious. That's it, you go get him. Yes! Haha, motherfucker.
Jeez, that was a bad crash, wasn't it?
Yeah, I'm gonna show you some of that. That's hilarious.
Is he going to get fined or something?
Oh, he will be told off bad. It's a girl! They took her car keys off of her!
Thanks a lot for tuning in, everyone, and don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps to push my positive message. I'll see you soon.